today are living in cultural contexts in contexts where there are numerous cultures operating in one locality.
Mm-hmm.
So somewhere like New York,
Mm-hmm.
one of the reasons why New York is using the Indaba methodology, or I think why it's attractive, is because precisely that they can look at the various member constituents of the diocese, whether they're Hispanic, whether they're African American, whether they come from Asian backgrounds, or whether they're from white backgrounds that might be, Italian in root or German in root or British in root, that they are able to consider the cultural values and therefore look for a common spiritual journey that takes culture seriously. Because God has given us all those cultures. And
Absolutely.
and they're valuable. We shouldn't be diminishing one over another. Challenging, yes, because every culture has something which is, you face that all the time in African culture. So how does it feel for you as you challenge Africans in African culture?
Well, I find Butu.
Yeah.
For me, that's one of the most important aspects of the work which I do. Little example, walking into a room and requesting assistance with, say, public service place somewhere, not greeting the person whom you see is considered to be reflective of one who has no butu. And you'll actually say that person's got no butu. It's quite an insult.
No humanity.
Yeah. Where you're not recognizing the fact that you're a human because the other person is human. So it really, it's something which needs to be deeply embedded within oneself. Not an intellectual, at the intellectual level only, but really believing in it and having it as the basis of how one engages with it all. And it'll be reflected in how you talk with people you'll never see again, people you meet on the street. And it's a bit hard in London, there are lots of people on the streets, but how you engage with everybody. So the Butu, for me, that's the basis. So when I engage, for example, if it's within the Botswana context, Butu, I can make reference to that. And I'd say that on the continent, people are searching for what it is which makes one African, particularly in light of the tendency of some of our political leaders to juxtapose human rights values with African values, whether there is a difference there or not too clear. But really trying to make human rights values the values of the other, the alien, imposition,
the new colonialist,
West, etc. And having to take a step back and speak as one African to another. Because I think there are times when one has to be very careful about strategy. Who does the talking is sometimes more important than what is being talked about. But where you've got who does the talking, what's being talked about and why, all those factors need to be looked at in terms of engaging with people. So even when I had radical difference of opinion with fellow Africans, we usually are able to find common ground.